Hello, I'm Julio DeCastro. I'm a professor of entrepreneurship at Babson College and the head of the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor team for the U.S. The Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, GEM, looks at entrepreneurial activity around the world and in the United States. Today, we're here to talk about the results of our report for 2009. Let's get right into it. Okay, a couple of long-term trends that are interesting in our report. First of all, we find that from the year 2005 to the year 2009, entrepreneurship activity declined consistently every year, from 10.6% to 6.9% in 2009. Given the importance of entrepreneurship activity in the United States, that is a worrisome trend for all of us. One positive trend is the fact that there has been a narrowing of the gap from 2005 to 2008 between the number of male and female entrepreneurs. Traditionally, there are more male and female entrepreneurs. However, that gap has been narrowing through the year 2008. However, one negative is that the gap widened again in 2009. An interesting trend is also the fact that even though traditionally the 18 to 45 age group has been the mainstay of entrepreneurial activity and the engine of growth, that is changing with decreases in entrepreneurial activity in the 18 to 45 age group and consistent increases in entrepreneurial activity in the 45 and older age group. That has implications for all kinds of issues around entrepreneurship, from public policy to education to funding, etc. So that's something for us to look at. Let's get into the 2009 data. What was the effect on entrepreneurship of the big crisis of 2008, 2009? Not so good. We had a drop in total entrepreneurial activity from 10.8% to 7.9%, and that drop reflected in all types of entrepreneurship. It reflected in early stage entrepreneurship, it reflected in established business. In fact, it also affected opportunity-based entrepreneurship, and let's get into some of those numbers. There was a decrease in opportunity-driven entrepreneurship from 7.2 to 4.8%. Again, important. The U.S. has been always a leader in terms of entrepreneurial opportunity, and if that changes, that's something for us to take a look at. A drop in entrepreneurship among non-Caucasians, for example, opportunity-driven entrepreneurship among non-Caucasians dropped from 17% to around 5.3%. Declines in all types of entrepreneurs, declines in early-stage entrepreneurship from 8% to 8.7% to 6.9%, and established entrepreneurs, and as I said before, a decline in opportunity-based entrepreneurship and an increase in necessity-based entrepreneurship. It seems that the recession, one of the offshoots of the recession has been more people starting businesses because of necessity. Okay, when looking at industry, that we see some declines in terms of business services. However, one silver lining is the fact that entrepreneurial activity in consumer-oriented sector actually increased for both early stage and established businesses. That might be in line with our finding on necessity-based entrepreneurs, given that consumer-based industries are easier for people to get into, so they might draw more necessity-based entrepreneurs. And social entrepreneurship, we saw declines in the number of people saying that they had social goals, and an increase in those that said that they were motivated by economic goals. So the crisis has not been good for social entrepreneurship, something also to take a look at. Big drops in terms of technology entrepreneurship. For example, of those firms that said that they were active in the technology sector, early stage entrepreneurs dropped from 7.8% to 1.7%, one of the largest drops in all of our sample. And the numbers for established business owners dropped from 5.2 to 3.1%. Again, worsened. Finally, in terms of financing, we had one of the weakest markets for IPOs since at least 1980s. In fact, there were no IPOs for the last quarter of 2008 and the first quarter of 2009. The last time that happened was more than 30 years ago. Given the importance of financing for entrepreneurial activity, that is something to really keep an eye on. Okay? For more information about the GEM report, you can look it up in our website, www.gemconsortium.org. Thank you very much.